So what is the difference between the time of the end and the end of time? Daniel 12 and verse 4 says, "But you, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book until the time of the end." So the book of Daniel would be sealed till the time of the end. But that's not the end of time. So what is the difference? It's very simple, really. The time of the end is a time period where you're living in the last days, also called the judgment hour in the Bible. The end of time, when we refer to that, we're generally talking about the end of the world as we know it, when Jesus comes in power and great glory. It's like this. I remember growing up on the farm down in Mississippi, and my dad would get lots of different animals, and for a while he might have this, and then he might sell that and get something else. We had sheep and goats and horses and cows and various birds, guineas, chickens, turkeys. And I remember a time when we had some turkeys, and my dad was telling Mom how it'd be nice if we had one of our own turkeys for Thanksgiving this year. Well, we were down into the barn, and the turkeys had drifted under the barn, and they were over there cleaning up where the cows had been. You know, recycling, so to speak. Gross, really. Scratching around with what the cows had left behind and eating from it. And so my mom wasn't really impressed with the idea of eating one of our turkeys for Thanksgiving initially. And my dad's like, you know what, maybe I should shut it up and feed it corn and grain and clean it out. And so that's what he did. He took a turkey and he put it in a pen. And that turkey was in the pen for a few weeks leading up to Thanksgiving. For that turkey, that was the time of the end. But then the day before Thanksgiving for that turkey, as you can imagine, came the end of time. Well, that's the difference between the time of the end and the end of time. We are living in the time of the end today. Very soon comes the end of time. So as we look at what God has in store for our world, He does have a plan to help us be ready in this time of the end for the end of time. To continue on that journey with us and study, make sure you subscribe right now so you get our next video.